Now the problems based on law of chemical equilibrium. And first problem is, in this problem the concentration of nitrogen, hydrogen and ammonia are given if the system is at dynamic equilibrium, and then calculate the equilibrium constant for the formation of ammonia. First write the dynamic chemical equilibrium reaction for the formation of ammonia gas. When nitrogen gas combines with hydrogen gas in a closed system, it is in dynamic equilibrium with 2 moles of ammonia gas. Now this is the final balanced chemical reaction. When 1 mole of nitrogen gas combines with 3 moles of hydrogen gas, 2 moles of ammonia gas is formed. Calculate the equilibrium constant, that means Kc, for the formation of ammonia. So 2 moles of ammonia gas is formed from the combination of 1 mole of nitrogen gas and 3 moles of hydrogen gas. Now, according to law of chemical equilibrium, the equilibrium constant Kc is equal to equilibrium constant in terms of concentration is equal to product's active mass, that means ammonia gas active mass, raised to the power equal to stoichiometric coefficient, here it is equal to 2, whole divided by the active mass of nitrogen gas into the active mass of hydrogen gas whole power 3. According to law of chemical equilibrium, the equilibrium constant Kc, equilibrium constant Kc is equal to the active mass of ammonia at equilibrium condition. At equilibrium condition, the active mass of ammonia is 1.2 into 10 power minus 2 whole square divided by, at equilibrium conditions, the active mass of nitrogen gas is equal to 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 to the power 1, because here in this equation number of moles of nitrogen gas is equal to 1. Now at equilibrium conditions, the active mass of hydrogen is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 2 whole cube. So this is equal to 1.2 whole square into 10 power minus 4 whole divided by 1.5 into 3Q 27 into 10 power minus 6 and 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 8. Therefore, the equilibrium constant Kc after this calculation, the Kc is equal to 3.18 into 10 power 2. So, if you know the concentrations of the reactants and the products for the given dynamic equilibrium reaction, according to law of chemical equilibrium, the equilibrium constant in terms of concentration is equal to products active mass raised to the power equal to stoichiometric coefficient divided by reactants active mass raised to the power equal to stoichiometric coefficient. So, for this problem, the equilibrium constant Kc is equal to 3.18 into 10 power 2. And then very important point is the unit of Kc. The unit of Kc is equal to molarity, moles per liter, whole power delta N, where delta N is equal to total number of gaseous moles in the products minus total number of gaseous moles in the reactants. Now in the product side, gaseous substance number of moles is equal to 2. In the reactant side, the total number of gaseous moles is equal to 4. So 2 minus 4, that is equal to delta N is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the unit of Kc is equal to molarity whole power minus 2. So, this is equal to, the molarity symbol is capital M to the power minus 2. Capital M is nothing but moles per liter. Whole power minus 2 is the unit of equilibrium constant in terms of concentration. So the answer is 3.18 into 10 power 2 molarity to the power minus 2. Now in the second problem, value of Kc is given for the dynamic equilibrium between CO and water vapor. Initially, for these two gases, number of moles is equal to 0.1 mole, and find out the active mass of the reactants and the products at dynamic equilibrium stage. So one of the best application of Kc is, it is useful to calculate the equilibrium concentrations of the reactants and the products. It is also useful to know the direction of the chemical reaction, extent of the chemical reaction. These are the three applications of equilibrium constant Kc according to law of chemical equilibrium. So in this problem, the chemical reaction is in between CO and H2O. In between CO and H2O. When carbon monoxide gas reacts with water vapor and it is in dynamic equilibrium with carbon monoxide is converted into CO2 gas and dihydrogen gas is also liberated. So this is balanced chemical reaction, that too it is in dynamic equilibrium. Now in this problem Kc is given, which is equal to 4.24. From that calculate the active mass of carbon monoxide, water vapor, carbon dioxide gas and hydrogen gas at equilibrium conditions. Very important model problem, especially for IIT JEE type of examinations. So in this problem, at initial conditions, at initial conditions, at initial conditions, the concentration of both the reactants is equal to 0.1 mole. 0.1 mole. This is 0 and 0 because there is no chemical reaction between these two at initially. Suppose let X moles of each product is formed after the chemical reaction. Now at equilibrium conditions, the remaining number of moles of CO is equal to initial minus involved. X moles of CO is involved in this reaction. Now the remaining number of moles of CO is equal to 0.1 minus X at equilibrium conditions. That means at dynamic equilibrium stage. Similarly, here also 1:1 ratio number of moles. That's why the number of moles of water vapor remaining at equilibrium conditions is equal to this much. This is carbon dioxide gas and hydrogen gas are formed from these two reactants. If X moles of each product is formed, now 1:1 ratio. Originally 1 mole of CO produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of water vapor produce 1 mole of dihydrogen gas. Therefore, X moles of CO2 and X moles of dihydrogen gas is also formed if the system is at dynamic equilibrium. That means at dynamic equilibrium, the active mass of dihydrogen gas is X, CO2 is also equal to X, For CO and water vapor, active mass is equal to 0.1 minus x, because initially in this problem number of moles of CO and water vapor taken is equal to 0.1 each. Now apply law of chemical equilibrium. Now Kc is equal to the product of these two, product of the active mass of CO2 into the active mass of dihydrogen divided by the product of CO gas and water vapor. So this is equal to Kc is equal to product of these two at equilibrium conditions, not at initial conditions. So at equilibrium conditions, Kc is equal to product of these two, that means x into x square divided by 0.1 minus x into 0.1 minus x. So 0.1 minus x whole square. Now in this problem, Kc is equal to 4.24, which is given in this problem. Now calculate the value of x, and it is possible to calculate the active mass of CO2, dihydrogen gas, water vapor and CO from this. Now this is equal to x square divided by a minus b whole square, a square, that means 0.001 plus b square plus x square minus 2ab minus 2ab. So minus 0.2 into x is equal to 4.24. 4.24. Zero point one into 0.1. This is 0.01, 0.01, not 0.001, which is equal to 0.001. So 0.1 whole square is equal to 0.01 a square, that is b square is x square minus 2ab. So minus 2 into x. Therefore, this is equal to x square is equal to 4.24 into 0.01. 4.24 into 0.01. So this is equal to 0.0.0424 plus 4.24 into x square minus this is equal to into 2, 8, 4 and 8. So 0.848 into x. Now this is equal to 4.24 into x square minus x square minus x square. That means 3.24 into x square minus 0.848 into x plus 0.0424. So this is similar to a quadratic expression, that means ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now calculate the x value. Calculate the x value. This is similar to quadratic expression. That means in this expression a is equal to 3.24 and b is equal to 0.848 and c is equal to 0.0424 and solve x. Now the value of x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here a is equal to 3.24 and b is equal to 0.848 and c is equal to 0.0424. Now after the calculation by using ABC values, x1 is equal to 0.067 and x2 is equal to 0.194. This is more than the initial concentration of CO and H2O. That's why the value of x is equal to 0.067 by using the quadratic expression. By solving this quadratic expression, one of the value of x is equal to 0.067 and other value is 0.194. It is more than the initial concentration of the CO and water vapor. That's why this much number of moles of CO2 and dihydrogen gas are formed in this reaction, because the value of x is equal to 0.067. Therefore, the active mass of CO2 is equal to active mass of dihydrogen gas is equal to active mass of dihydrogen gas is equal to 0.067. and then the active mass of CO is equal to the active mass of water vapor is equal to 0.1 minus x. Here the value of x is 0.067, that is equal to 0.033. So at equilibrium conditions, the active mass of carbon dioxide gas formed and dihydrogen gas formed is equal to 0.067, and then at equilibrium the active mass of carbon monoxide gas is equal to active mass of water vapor, which is equal to 0.033. So Kc is useful to determine the concentrations of the reactants and products. That is one of the best application of law of chemical equilibrium by using this assumption and by using the quadratic expression. That expression is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now if you want to calculate the value of x, apply this formula: minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a gives the value of x. In the third problem also, 3 moles of PCl5 is kept in 1 liter vessel. To attain the equilibrium at 380 Kelvin, calculate the active masses of the reactants and products at the given temperature, that is 380 Kelvin, and Kc is also given. Same model problem. Here the decomposition of PCl5 is PCl5 decomposed into PCl3 and Cl2 gas. This reaction is already balanced. At initial condition, the number of moles of PCl5 taken is equal to 3 moles, 0 mole and 0 mole initially. Let x moles of PCl5 is decomposed. For example, now at equilibrium condition, the number of moles of PCl5 remaining in that closed vessel is 3 minus x. 1:1 ratio in the original chemical reaction. That's why x moles of PCl3 and x moles of Cl2 gas are evolved from the decomposition of PCl5 gas. Now according to law of chemical equilibrium, Kc is equal to product's active mass, that means x into x x square divided by reactants active mass 3 minus x whole power 1, because this is 1 mole, is equal to Kc is equal to 1.80. So x square is equal to 1.80 into 3 minus x, that is equal to x square is equal to 5.40 minus 1.80 into x. This is equal to x square plus 1.80 into x minus 5.40 is equal to 0, and it is similar to quadratic expression. Now solve x minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here the value of a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1.80 and not minus, it is plus 1.80, and c is equal to minus 5.40. And then after solving this equation, one of the value of x is 1.59. Other one is expressed in negative sign. That's why omit that one and take the positive value only. So the value of x is equal to 1.59 moles per liter. Therefore, the active mass of PCl3 is equal to active mass of Cl2 is equal to 1.59, and the active mass of PCl5 is equal to 3 minus x, that means 3 minus 1.59, that is equal to, that means the active mass of PCl5 is equal to 1.41. So at equilibrium conditions, the active mass of PCl5 is equal to 3 minus x. Its number of moles is 1. That's why to the power 1. So after solving this equation, one of the value of x is expressed in negative sign. So omit that one. Take only positive value. So which is equal to 1.59. So at equilibrium conditions, active mass of PCl3 is equal to Cl2, which is equal to 1.59 molarity, and the active mass of PCl5 is equal to 3 minus x, 3 minus 1.59, that is equal to 1.41. So in this way, equilibrium constant is useful to, that means law of chemical equilibrium is useful to calculate the active masses of the reactants and the products.